The following presentation is a production of Ride the Wave Media.
Welcome to the Best Birth Podcast. Today on our episode, we are going to share all of the resources that we have loved. Each of these books comes with a quote. If you want to read the book yourself, link in our show notes.
The first quote is from January Harshay. She says, "That's the thing about birth. We don't get an itinerary. We have to surrender and let go. And it's in that vulnerability we find the courage and strength we forgot we've had since our own birth. The power is already in you."
In the book Birthing from Within, Pam England and Rob Horowitz combine practical medical knowledge with the power of an embodied practice, ritual, story, and art making for authentic preparation and healing. Build flexibility, resilience, and coping skills so that you are less vulnerable to birth trauma.
In the Labor Progress Handbook, Penny Simkin and Ruth Anchetta say, "Movement is not only a comfort measure, but also a tool to enhance labor progress by using gravity and changing pelvic dimensions to facilitate the baby's descent."
In The VBAC Companion by Diana Court, the journey to a VBAC is not just physical, it is deeply emotional and spiritual. It's about healing, reclaiming, and moving forward with strength and courage.
I know you've had a couple VBACs, Sarah. What was your experience there?
It was absolutely deeply emotional and spiritual, realizing that without calling upon that higher power, asking for that strength, I never would have been able to endure a 30-hour labor and deliver my son.
I love in your affirmations that you say our bodies were made to do this. And really they are. Sometimes we do need interventions or other additional help, but really they were made to do this and carry these babies. In the book Female Fertility by Toni Weschler, it says, "The strongest women become the strongest mothers before their children are even conceived."
In the book PCOS, SOS, Fertility Fast Tracked, Dr. Felice Gersh says healthy babies start with healthy mothers. Instead of rushing into fertility treatments, Dr. Gersh shows how you can use diet and lifestyle to get truly, deeply, wonderfully healthy and how this is naturally restores female fertility. I believe that this is the case for a regular pregnancy. Even if you're not struggling with infertility, focusing on that nutrition is going to be imperative.
It's true. Our bodies are this vessel that's going to carry that baby. And as we nourish it and prepare, we will have better outcomes. In the book, The Mama Natural Week by Week Guide to Childbirth, Genevieve Howland says, "Knowledge is power. Understanding what to expect each week of pregnancy can help you make informed decisions and reduce anxiety about the unknown."
Gentle Birth, Gentle Mothering is one of my favorite books by Sarah Buckley. She says honoring the natural rhythms of birth and parenting allows us to connect more deeply with our instincts and with our children. Gentle discipline is about guiding your child with kindness and respect, helping them to understand the impact of their actions without fear or punishment. Set boundaries with love and consistency, helping your child to learn and grow in a safe and supportive environment.
And I feel like this really starts with us. Once we can regulate our emotions or be in a place where we can take things as they come, we can then pass that on to our children and be that model. In the book, Body Full of Stars, Female Rage and My Passage into Motherhood by Molly Caro May says, "This is an ancient call from our first mothers to connect to our bodies for our own good and for the good of humanity."
The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding is a book written by the La Leche League, which is an amazing resource for all of you first-time moms out there. Find a support network before your baby arrives so you have someone to turn to in those early days, even if everything is going smoothly. If there isn't a La Leche League group near you, connect with a group online. This is something I have absolutely used personally, even calling them in the middle of the night. They have 24-hour support that's free.
Ina May has a guide to breastfeeding, Ina May's Guide to Breastfeeding. Oxytocin has been called the hormone of calm, love, and healing because of the kinds of feelings it causes in the mother and the interactions with her baby that often trigger its release.
The Attachment Pregnancy book by Laurel Wilson and Tracy Wilson Peters. It says, as you meet your baby's needs for connection, pleasure, love, and affection, you literally change his or her brain chemistry and neurobiology, preparing your child for a lifetime of security, success, and psychological wellness.
In the book Husbands Coach Childbirth, Robert Bradley states, the husband is the coach, and his support and involvement can significantly enhance the childbirth experience. His role is to offer emotional support, encouragement, and physical assistance during labor and delivery.
There's something so tender about having a partner with you at birth, someone you can trust and turn to, and especially someone who can tell you that you're doing a great job.
Ideally, parenthood is a partnership, and beginning that with birth is amazing.
In the book, A Good Birth, A Safe Birth, Diana Court and Roberta Scare say, while it is important to have a birth plan, it is equally important to remain flexible and open to the unexpected. Birth is a natural process, and sometimes it doesn't go exactly as planned.
Plan for your plans not to go as planned. In the book, Babies Are Not Pizzas, Dr. Rebecca Decker says, knowledge is power, and in the context of childbirth, it can be the difference between a positive birth experience and one that leaves scars.
In The Birth Partner by Benny Simkin, she says, your belief in her strength and capabilities can help her believe in herself, even when she may feel overwhelmed. The way a woman is treated during birth has a lasting impact on her, both emotionally and psychologically. Your role is crucial in making this a positive experience. This is an amazing book for doulas, for husbands, and anyone else who finds themselves supporting someone in birth.
In the book, Your Baby and Child, Penelope Leach says, your baby is not simply a child, but a whole person with feelings and thoughts and a unique personality from the very start. It's so true. They are how we treat them. And I knew that I didn't want to have super baby voices or other things like that. And they're reflected as we treat them.
Ina May's Guide to Childbirth is one of the best books if you're looking for positive birth stories. In that book, she also says, it's good to remember that the vagina is designed to stretch just as the penis is designed to grow. When I first read that, I was amazed because so often we just feel like we're not made to do this, that we can't get this watermelon-sized child out. But we have to realize that our physical bodies were designed to give birth.
In the book Baby Wise, Gary Ezzo and Robert Buckman say, teaching your baby to sleep independently is one of the most loving and beneficial gifts you can give. When your baby sleeps well, the entire family benefits. A well-rested baby contributes to a more peaceful and balanced home life.
When it comes to body image, there's a lot of books that we recommend. One of them is Body Love by Kelly LeVeque. She says, your body is not an apology. It is a masterpiece. She also has a secondary book called Body Love Every Day, where she says, in a world where you're constantly being told what you should look like, how you should eat, and who you should be, the most radical act is to love yourself unconditionally.
In the well-known book, What to Expect When You're Expecting, Heidi Murkoff and Sharon Maisel say, caring for a premature baby can be emotionally taxing, and it's important for parents to seek support. It is so true. We need a village. Preemie development may follow a different timeline compared to full-term babies, and milestones may be reached later, but each step forward is a significant achievement. So true. Progress is progress.
One of the books that touches on postpartum depression is Silent Souls Weeping by Jane Clayson Johnson. She says, Healing from depression is not a linear process. It is a journey with ups and downs, victories and setbacks. It requires patience, persistence, and most importantly, self-compassion.
In the book, Natural Childbirth, The Bradley Method Way, Susan McCutcheon says, birth is not only about making babies. Birth is about making mothers. Strong, competent, capable mothers who trust themselves and know their inner strength.
In the book, What to Expect the First Year, Heidi Murkoff says, every baby is different and every parent is different. Trust your instincts and find what works best for you and your baby.
In the book, What to Expect the Second Year, follow-up, Heidi Murkoff says, toddlers are endlessly curious and constantly learning. Embrace their natural sense of wonder and be patient as they explore the world around them. And I would add, invite them to do what you do. Invite them to fold the laundry, unload the dishwasher, take them into your world.
Her books are so great because they almost act like an encyclopedia. Everything is indexed and you can just go to the topic you're needing support on and get all of the information you need. In a personal favorite written by my friends Lexi Kite and Lindsay Kite, More Than a Body, they say pregnancy is a powerful reminder that your body is an instrument for life, growth, and love. It is not merely an ornament to be judged by its appearance.
The First 40 Days by Han Oh says, your body has just done the most incredible thing. It created and delivered a new human being. Now is the time to honor, nurture, and give back to yourself with the same dedication you gave to growing your baby.
In the book, The Everything Guide to Pregnancy After 35, Brett Sember says, becoming a mother alters who you are forever and reconfigures your life permanently.
And finally, in the book, The Fourth Trimester by Kimberly Ann Johnson, she says, the fourth trimester is not about getting back to normal. It is about creating a new normal that honors the profound changes you've undergone.
These books have transformed us as mothers. They've helped us to prepare for pregnancy, for labor, for delivery, for postpartum mood disorders, and we recommend reading as much as you can so you're prepared for this amazing event.
It's so important to remember the magic in motherhood, the magic in the mundane, the beauty in the pain, and all of the things that come from being a mother. There are many components of joy, sadness, sorrow, but there is many things to understand and undergo that will change you forever and give you that joy.
Check out these books, whether it's from the library, from our links to Amazon, or if you are an Audible member, you can listen while you're doing other tasks. Knowledge is power.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode. We hope you've been elevated and inspired by this week's expert.
Subscribe today so you never miss an episode. And please share our podcast or post on your social media so that other moms and dads-to-be can also have the best birth.
Please note that the information provided is based on the expert's insights and personal experience. It is not intended as medical guidance. Please seek the advice of your medical provider as it applies to your specific condition.